All right, people. Welcome again to MG Sports TV. As you can see, I am not in my regular studio, so I'm back in business. So excited game today, 3-3. Boy, may I tell people, those who joined the Instagram live would have seen a really good show. So hopefully, you guys are doing good. And guess what, people? If you look up, let me come out. Let me move myself. As you can see, me now use the green screen. So you can see that we hit 18,000 people. We hit 18,000 on specifically Saturday evening. We have hit the 18,000 people. We have hit the 18K. Massive respect to all those who support, all those who hitting the subscribe button. Really appreciate it, people. So, and today I got a big shocker because YouTube do a madness today in regards to where they take away all monetization. So I'm going to bring up something, people. Let me come out of the way and show you guys something. Let me show you guys something that I do think that you guys would enjoy. Is it picture and screen? Back to tab. So we can make it bigger. So as you can see, hopefully you guys are hearing the nice things, people. Things. Crazy amount of things going on, people. May I tell you the truth. Excitement on top of excitement. Let me see. I think we catch one of the goals in this as well, you know. So I'm looking to see, people. No, I'm not catching goals. So anyways, guess what? I'm not catching goals. So may I take that off? I'm not catching goal, people. I'm not catching goal. But guess what, people? Big up, massive respect. Huge comeback from Stats, from Jonathan Grant. Big comeback. People, may I tell you, it was a pure excitement. The match come like a final. The match was like a final, people. I'm telling you, the game was like a final, and it was very enjoyable. So I'm gonna do this. Give me a second, people. Let me bring up the Schoolboy football page. So we're gonna run through the games that played today. A lot of games played today, people. A lot of games. Nevertheless, guys, as you come in, please do smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button. Jump in the comment section. Jeez, comment and move mad. Comment section and move mad. There are smart people. Alright, so XA said youth make the youth make youth for stats upon the thumbnail. No, two players upon the thumbnail now. Two players upon the thumbnail, man. Active boss, big up. Jonathan Grant, how about comeback? Big comeback. STG verified it. Cause that upon the thumbnail. Big up. Active boss against the start live, bro. People, I do apologize for being a little bit late because I was having some issues. I'm just reaching, actually. But guess what I have? I have something to drink. So make sure you guys have something to drink as well because we want to have a good show. People. It's just some thing, actually. It's just something. So ensure you guys take out something to drink. We're looking to have a good show. And hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as you guys come in. Did a big up active yellow said, me tell you said the game I go draw. Jonathan Grant the Dark Horse in Manning Cup. Although I know it's a scratch, they really put in a show to them. A big performance. Huge performance from Jonathan Grant. Huge. Tazia Green said check in, big up, fresh God. One college, hey, CC now go on. But funny thing now, after 7 minutes, me see 7 to 10 minutes, CC the 2 up. So again done 3-0. Fresh God, what go on wrong? But Fresh God said touch the like button as you guys reaching. Enough respect. Also consider subscribing to the channel as well. If you do like the content, smash the like button. Active Boss said best match. Look, he said Jonathan Grant was my high school back in the days. You look at should have been a TV game. You would not be disappointed. People, we're not going to want to see the highlights of that. Me I tell you people, you guys are going to want to see the highlights for that game. It might even be a 10 to 15 minutes highlight to the amount of action that took place in the game. The amount of action. Jonathan Grant on them back foot fighting to get something. They didn't, first off, they didn't turn up none at all. None at all. Jonathan Grant turned up none at all for the first half. Second half, my word, man. It just clicked. The coach made a triple substitution. Boom, boom. 3 players coming in. Change the game. I tell you, man. Really, really good game, people. Active Boss said, stats now in the group. And Active Boss said, you're lucky. Match did Atman. I may never see it. Yeah, me I tell peace out upon my Instagram, upon my IG. Yeah, my Instagram, yeah, same thing. Upon the IG. Peace out, just about 10 minutes of it. The last 10 minutes of the game upon the IG. Hot. George Gooden, big up. Sets played a 13-year-old today. Malik Wellington, son of Issa President. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Brother Gladly said, up, big up. Fresh God said, not to go on, not go on wrong, man. Them just knock the ball and knock them out. Alright, my question now. Anthony White, big up. Military, when you going to start having the fans on the podcast? Alright, so, for sure, the thing is, because when I do have fans on the podcast, it kind of take a longer while. It kind of long out the podcast. But for sure, I'll be starting to bring on fans on the podcast. I have done so already. Anthony. I've done so already, but no one seemed to join, so I just don't bother with it. I've done it, but no one just seems to join, so I just leave it alone. I have done it. I've surely done it. Fresh guy said 1 Foga, Kemp's ill dead. Tazzy Green said lose off a set today. They got the chance to bag up some goals and they didn't. Active Boss said Grants will win the group. Fresh guy said Kemp's ill. Number 1 said blessings. Big up number 1 guy. George Gooden said Tazzy State scored 6. Why you might lose off? And one and scored 12. So people keep on smashing like button. People, please do so. Fresh guy said nothing. I just read that. Brother Gladly said military God bless you. God continue to believe in your team, and God knows if me have money, would I donate you. Listen, brother, I really, really appreciate it. Just you being here, just you eating that like button is very much. It's just enough for me. It's really enough for me. I'm not rich. Far away from rich, but I'm doing this out of the love. I love it. I love what I'm doing. When the money come, the money will come. At some point it will come. Unknown 6 said grand number 10 can go on, yes, but the captain a killer Cardiff. Me I tell him, man, him work, man. I ain't get a man I match. Him work. Me said him play about 5 different positions in a one game. Active Boss said unknown Ninja JA said interviews of man of the match would be great on the podcast. I normally do interviews of man of the match Alright, so the thing is to interview the man of the match. So for example, when I start the podcast in the evening, most of the time the players don't even reach home as yet. Even when they reach home, they're tired, they're really, really tired, and I don't really want to put that extra fatigue on them. And I am really, really sure that most of them would be delighted in coming on. If it's possible, I sure can try to do that. Nandez, big up. You did catch your coach? Yes, Nandez, me catch him, man. He never leave, man. The coach never leave. He gave a sound and solid, a really, really sound interview. About a minute interview. Really, really sound interview. SRL for me. Can't wait for the great KC versus George's matchup. That's going to be a big one. Not sure if I'm going to be there. But it's going to be interesting. Tazia says, Stats, George Green says, at Tazia, Stats not conceded any goal. Are you okay? What's your point, fam? Alright, people. Let's jump to what we're here for, people, and that is definitely the review show. So we're going to jump into that right away, people. So guys, if you're here and you're new here, please do consider hitting the subscribe button, people. My motivation to see that is to see that the channel is growing. That's one of my motivation. As you can see down below, SAP Sports, people, please don't forget to support SAP Sports. Definitely, I send over a few customers already to SAP Sports. Hopefully they make the contact. For sure. But big up SAP Sports. They are our sponsors. Check them out on Instagram for sure. If you don't have an Instagram, I think it's Merhead in Clarendon. Let me check the. Oh, I'm getting some information here. Getting some information here. Give me a second, people. All right. Good. So people, don't forget to check out our sponsor, Sub Sports. All right. So people, let me bring up the table. Not the table, but the games that played today. Let me go touch on the Manning Cup. No, I'm going to touch on Dakar Cup first. There's a lot of games in Dakar Cup. A lot. I mean, a lot of games in Dakar Cup. So I'm going to get that out of the way. First thing first. Let's bring up the Dakar Cup. And then we're going to have a look at the tables, people. We're going to have a look at what the Dakar Cup table look like. So these are the games for today. I still haven't updated my Instagram as yet. We'll surely do so. I got in late, so I didn't get the time to do it. Let me bring up the comments as well. Unknown 6, the military make a dream team out of the Manning Cup and the Casa Cup. It's difficult. It's really, really hard because there's a lot of players that I've still yet to see, and I don't want to left out anyone. I really don't want to left out anyone. Active Boss said when you play the interview, if I can get it up tonight, but more than likely the interview will be out by a morning. More than likely interview will be out by a morning. Depends on what time we finish the stream. Ninja J said sorry, me never play for JG, but JG but JG to the finals this year. Oh, that's how you go still. Unknown 6 said how Spanish Town match did go. Alright, so we're gonna touch on those right now, people. Akeem Green, big up. So me just reaching, big up. What about Grant? Javon Harris said you're a castle. You lucky said just like how you have L of the day, you should have game of the day. Can we just look at the results and say, boy, that is the game of the day? Would that be fair? Me not even see the match. I mean, no, say probably the best match I decide since SBF start. The best match since SBF start. Let me see. If I try to calculate about the best match I watched so far in regards to excitement. The quality is not the best, but excitement wise, the whole Euphoria feeling, it was top notch. Me I tell you, top notch. Active Boss Grant I win the cup. Grant I win the Manning Cup. You look at in terms of end-to-end action. Oh yes, end-to-end action straight from minute one. George is going to say 20 goals in, none against after 8 games, average 2.5 goals per game. You okay, fam? Man, I reel out the stats them. That man, I reel. Hey, George, I reel out the stats them. All right, people, let's go to the reviews. Let's look at the reviews, people. So in the meantime, while I'm doing the reviews, I'm gonna just drop in the score lines on my flyers in the meantime. So we have Garvey Maceo defeating Veer 2-0. Cornwall also defeating Anchovy. Interesting one. Seems like Cornwall is coming back slowly but surely. 4-0. Greenpond Irwin defeated Greenpond 2-0. No result for St. James and Malden. Not sure if the game played. Then we have Frome defeating Opel 5-1. Rossi's game was postponed. I know that one for sure based off weather conditions. Then we now move over to Monroe versus Magatti, where Monroe defeated Magatti 1-0. I thought it would have been a bigger scoreline than that. But that's how football is sometimes. Sydney STATHS defeated Sydney Pagan 6-0. We have Alphonsus Davis versus Christiana. And good result for Christiana actually. Christiana defeating Alphonsus Davis 2-1. So that's a good result for Christiana. Mile Gully versus Ormwood. Draw, Nilal. Interesting, people. Really, really interesting. Really, really interesting. Big result for Mile Gully. And that's a good one for Mile Gully. Lennon defeated, CC defeated Lennon 3-0. Edwin Allen defeated Thompson Town 5-0. I think that's somewhat expected. Then we scroll down a bit. We have Wycliffe Martin. St. Mir High defeated Wycliffe Martin. That could have gone anyway. I think that could have gone anyway. Another B versus Taki. 3-3. And we have Godfrey Stewart. Petersfield defeated Godfrey Stewart. Putting Godfrey and Petersfield in strong content. I think they're now second. They rest on second position quite comfortably. So that's 4-1 for Petersfield. Foga Road versus Kemps Hill. Well done to Foga. 1 Bob Marley to Foga. Then we have Fair Prospect. Port Antonio 4-4. Ooh. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Happy Grove and Titchfield drew 2-2. Now let me go over to the final game. Cedric Titus win 2-1. Mushet got slapped by William Nib. Astonishing 9-1. 9-0, my apologies. And then Herbert Morrison, as I said, got defeated by Cedric Titus, 2-1. Ocherius, Marcus Garvey defeated Ocherius, 1-0. As I said, people, some very, very interesting stats here. Let me jump in the comment section. So those are the games that played today. Active Ball said Tarrant lose to Grant. I think they beat. I think Grant didn't Tarrant beat Tarrant in the early first leg already. Dalton right, big up. Didn't till and St. Mir game end to end 4-4. The St. Mir game. I'm seeing that's what I'm seeing right here. 3-2. Number one guy said Taki with the draw nice. Taki must qualify by no, cause them always a win or draw. That is St. Mir one. The St. Mir a 4-2 massive between Oris Clark. St. Mir defeated Oris Clark 4-2. That's what I'm seeing. That is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing 4-2 St. Mir Tech. This is surprising because I didn't see that fixture this morning. I never saw that fixture this morning actually. So this one is surprising to me. Let me see something. One if it's an error. I'm wondering if it's an error. So I'm checking something, people. So I'm just checking to see if there's an error. Oh no, the game was postponed and it pushed back to today. And that's what happened. Just the game was postponed yesterday and they pushed it back to today. So St. Mir Tech defeated Oris Clark 4-2. So it's correct. Phil Jones said, big up. Please get the Grant versus Stat match. You will see Phil Jones. You get highlights tomorrow. Dalton Rice said, I hear TVJ say it was an 8-goal thriller. Jano? Yeah? That's strange. Let me check. I am seeing 4-2 on the Jamaica football Flyers. Let me check ISA. I'm checking ISA. The ISA page. Not seeing it. Not seeing it at all. STG said I'm here say a 7. Me here said the 7-point stats. Good. Yeah man, him bad man. Him wassy. Him wassy. Him was him, man. Him was him, man. Me I tell him, man, 1v1 in killer. Him was him. He really, really was him, man. He rough, man. And give them problem today. He really, really give them problem. The reason why Wolf got the man of the match is because Wolf was vital in Jonathan Grant getting back into the game and getting that draw. He registered the 2 assists. He was vital. It was really, really vital. He played about 5 different positions today. Stats of a people metal, stats of a stat squad bad. Really, really bad. The squad bad, man. The Allen striker, the number 9. Bugger reported out St. James high match go. Let me see how. Me show me the go on that. Me show me the go on that St. James. Oh, it seems that the game didn't play. It seems like the game didn't play. Look at conditions again. This seems to be one of those match where weather condition played a factor. So it could be, it's definitely one of them. So I think I have a close off. So we're gonna jump over to the Manning Cup games, people. I'll jump over to the Manning Cup games. Just a few games, as you know. I'm gonna go in a little bit more details with the stats game because that's the game. Because that's the game that we have seen. So you don't know, so that's how we do it. The game will go, and the game will touch a little bit more on in regards to detail. Let me see if we can get these things up. So we have the Noon. Tarrant defeating the Noon 5-0. Wow. That's big. That is big. That is definitely big. Norman Manny defeated Spanish Town High 3-0. That result is big, people. That is big for Tarrant. That's really, really big Tarrant. That's probably Tarrant. I think that's their first win. 5-0. Jump back in the comment section. Michael Smart said up, big up. Unknown said catching versus stats. How it would go. Catching versus stats. Jano. That would be a good game. Ronaldinho Small said second win. Oh, second win. Oh, win is coming. Tarrant is finding it very, very difficult to get the L's on the table. To get the W's on the table. Very, very difficult. You look at CC 3, Lennon 0. Active Ball said Tarrant are going to get mashed up by Grant. Active Ball said catching would win. Catching versus stats. I'm not sure. I do think that. Alright, so. That's be a tough game. That'll be a tough game. Me can't something that. We can't predict that one. That will be a really, really tough game. Guys, get the likes up, people. We have over 80 persons watching. And we only have 50 likes, people. So get the likes up. Active Ball said catching keeper tough. He gets good training. They have a very good keeper coach. A really, really good keeper coach. What I'm doing right now, people, I am updating the game that I have. Alright, so I'm just dropping the updates, people. I do apologize for jumping off topic here. But I have to get the updates out as fast as possible. Alright, so final results copy for match day 2021. See in the comment section. Active Boss said, can Grant win win the group? Let me have a look. Let me have a look at the group first. Let me have a look at the group. Let's see what the group looks like. I'm going to look on the group then. Let's have a look at the group. So since we're on this one, so let's have a look at Grant group. So this is what happened, right? Stats will play. I think they will play Tarrant again. They start up the Noon to play. I think Stats is in the better position right now. I think Stats is in a better position right now. Jonathan Grant they have Norman Manley to play as well. The toughest game for Stats would have been the Jonathan Grant game, and the toughest game for Jonathan Grant would be the Stats game. I think the Norman Manley game between both teams would be the decider. So I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But that game would definitely be the decider. So that's how the group look. Terrible. Big up, Stampy. MG, I'm giving you a free pass and VIP access next Saturday. LOL. Stampy, me I tell you, me I go want it. No. Me not sure na Stampy. Me not sure yet. The reason why me not sure na Stampy is because normally me not got the games that are already been here. The only reason I end up at the Camperdown game is because I went to Campion and Campion started 3 o'clock and they only played for 16 minutes. So I could have left from the Campion game and went on to the Camperdown versus because it was actually the closest game to me. I don't go to the games that have been here. You won't see me at the games that will be here until later down in the competition where there's just those games are alone a player. So I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet something. I know that a TV game. I'm sure that I have to ask no question. That a TV game. No question at all. I have to ask. That's a TV game. Randall about it. Both home and away active. Active about it. Small with them a play at home. Ronaldinho said normally not bad. Them good at home. Oh, interesting. Active Barca round to a at. Anthony White said Marcus Reed scored a beautiful volley against Lennon today. Why? Hopefully we get the highlights for that. Akeem Grant said Grant have Norman Manley over Grant. Oh, interesting. That's going to be an interesting game. Really, really interesting game. I would love to see that game. Unknown 6 Waterford will give KC a run. Both of them play kind of similar, not possession based, transition. But I think overall KC might have a little bit more quality in their team than Waterford. Per position. Striking position, I think they're even. Whisper and the number 7, I do think that they're even. 2 lethal strikers. On the wings, the number 10, the number 11. It's not. I think KC have more quality than Waterford, but it's going to be a good game. Pele said, MG, who is the best Schoolboy player you have seen so far? So there's not one specific, Pele. There's a few. There's quite a lot. Alright, so let me see. I do it regular now. What night I do this now, Pele? Central number 11. Catching number 10. I'm not talking about so the thing about it. So you'd have to contextualize it. So if you say the best Schoolboy footballer, you're gonna look at per position that they play. So attackers. As I said, catching number 10, catching number 7 as well. CC 15, Marcus Reed. The intel striker, the intel number 20. Waterford 7. These are the attackers. Whisper. Matthew Ellis from Charlie Mount. These are the attackers. The number 10 from Mannings number 10 was William Nib number 11. There's a lot. So there's no individual. There's just a lot of them. There's a lot of them, man. And listen, don't follow anyone who will pinpoint one player and say this player is the best player, that player. No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. Because enough Manning Cup team right now, if some Dakar Cup team hold them, they brush off their face easily. LA said me here said it's 17 pound stats. Good. Yes. 17 is a good player. Very good ball handler in the midfield. Stats number 5. A general, a midfield general. Everything play through stats number 5. Let me tell people, if you want to beat stats, lock down their number 5. If you want to beat stats, lock their number 5. They say there's someone in body now. But the game play through him. The game play through him. So there's a lot of players, people. Wolfram Grant. People are Wolf baller. A Wolf baller. They're enough. They're enough people. They're enough. The amount of baller, the amount of players I'm see so far. Glenmuir number 10. Wicked man. Wicked man. Glenmuir number 9 as well. Lethal striker. Glenmuir number 5 then defender. Wicked defender. Enid Bennett number 6. Bad defender. Messi, what they are Magrat. And the number 9, I don't remember number 9 name. Wicked man, them people, I tell you, I'm on the baller, I see. Sick a baller right now. Sick for the baller. JC have one bungler them. Mona have one bungler them. I don't know what going for Calabar, but Calabar do have 1 and 2 baller. Terry said, why Waterford want to give Casey a run, but didn't give STGC and C-Bar a run? Alright, so the thing about it, Stampy, the thing Calabar play more SCGC. KC play kind of more similar to Waterford. Transition football. Just attack. It's just that KC have more quality, players to fill in the position. Karim said we have crazy talent in this country. We need to help them, please. Big up Karim. Big up Coach Karim. Boy, Karim, when we talk about the talent, people don't believe we. Unknown 6 said, but Waterford beats SCGC. True, they beat them in the yard. Can't take that away from them. And the number 7 score, I think he scored 2. He scored a trick. Score about 2. But me can't tell her. You see Waterford number 6. Very few midfielders in a schoolboy football about like it. Very few. Man, terrible. I tell the people, I'm terrible. Wicked man. So Active Boss said we should go work. We can go work up. True, yeah, but I say things that you see me. When I right time, it will happen. For sure it will happen when at the right time. So people want to say thank you very much again, people, to everyone who helped me reach 18,000 subscriber. People, may I tell us that I really appreciate it, guys. May I tell you the 100% facts. I appreciate it. One done well. Big up. Big up. Thank you very much for joining. One done well? Vivo, big up. Thank you very much for joining. So I say people, all those who helped me to reach 18,000 subscribers, massive respect, people. When I never did have to do it, we never really have to hit the subscribe button. But may I tell people, I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Unknown 6, Waterford 6 and catching 10 duo would be mad. Jano. Hey, me can't tell her. if me build a midfield, it's tough. Let me tell you some centrals, right? Let me tell you some centrals what I see so far who are very solid. Stats number 5. Everybody know that. Dintil captain Shamar Martin. Malachi Douglas. Foga number 7. Central midfield. It's a base of who me say. The number 20 from Georges. Shakes Akesi. All people are talking, people don't know say Shakes are man like Casey, you know. Shakes are real man people. Should never know. Gav Masio, number 8. People essential them me a name out. The essential them. Who else? Romain Blake. JC, never have mention them the man at the backside. uh, me try pick team them. I think catching number, number six, very very hard working midfield as well. Who else? People me try run through the brain. I hope a football me watching the people, so me now remember all them. All our number 17. Oof. Can't remember. We can't remember no more people. But enough of them people. Me can't tell them. Me not even scratch the top of iceberg yet. And these are the central defensive midfielders. People who hold the midfield. 3 big goalkeepers this year. Asha. Straight off I bat. Asha. Based off how I see. I work with how I see people. Asha. Catching keeper good. Catching keeper bad. So dental keeper, catching keeper. So dental keeper Asha. And catching keeper. Well, and there's a part. Woolman's keeper. Yes, Woolman's keeper. A Woolman's keeper? Me try remember one keeper me see. I think me try remember a keeper me see. But so, treat them that top. Mona keeper tough, yeah, very tough man. In defense I let him down. In defense I let him down, man. But me alright, so Excelsior keeper tough, KC keeper tough, Charlie Mount keeper tough as well. Who else? Glenmuir keeper tough as well. But it's just that them three that stand out to me a little bit more. Maybe because me see them save penalty. Then me see the Woolman's keeper save a penalty as well. Enough people. Big up Kadif. Big up Kadif Hole. Big up. Massive respect. Tajari. Big up Tajari. People, I hope a tough keeper out there. But me I tell us the people, the truth is, even catching first choice keeper who not keep right now. Catching first choice keeper who not keep right now. Unfortunate. But Asego, people. Me not gonna remember everybody. James Smith said, how if you left out Kante in midfield, more than number 8. Oh, and even Camperdown number 10 as well. That number they really Kante still, based off of height and thing. Camperdown number 10. Very, very good ball passer. Really good tackler. But for me, I think so far, watch everybody. Me not like watch everybody. Everybody have quality. All them man have quality. Oh, people, it's Malachi Douglas Bertley. Big up Malachi Douglas. Big up number 7, Reggae Boy, under 20. International. Malachi Douglas for CC. Big up, massive respect. Happy birthday. And I'm going to post it. I'm going to post it right now. I'm going to post it right now for me. I'm going to post it up on Instagram. I'm going to post it on Instagram. Malachi. See if I can post it on Instagram. Awesome. So big up, bless up on your strong Malachi. Big respect. Unknown 6, the defense government, them just communicate with the Mona man them. Yeah, me could see now. But I do believe that structurally, defensively, I'm seeing. For me, a lot of people can say, boy, I'm wrong. A lot of people can say I'm wrong. But for me, I think I see the defensive crack. For sure. But it's going to be interesting when they play against a team that is very, very difficult to concede a goal, and they play really good attacking football. So a case a Mona versus Georges would be a very, very interesting game for watch. Extremely interesting game. KC versus Mona, people. No, that not gonna be interesting. That not gonna be a fire try hold fire. That not gonna be interesting. That just shatter beat. That come like just man a beat shatter for each other. That come like a war zone. Modern warfare type of thing. That's a modern warfare. So the reason I use Georges is because Georges can hold possession of the ball and they can beat a press. I.e., let me tell you who Messi do today. I saw Stats score one goal today. Whereas straight from the defense, they man pass the ball from the defense. Grant pressure them. I force them back, and the man then play through the press and go walk the ball in that goal. Very, very interesting goal. I'm watch it. Active Boss said that match I gonna be the best of them. Giants said, remember Duvi did a strike sit down match, Duvi as a art is an art in the back line. So true. True, me agree with that. Me definitely agree with that. That team that played against Camperdown was a lot of mixed match. I 100% agree with it. But we can't say that we don't see these same issues despite even when Duvi is around there as well. So it's maybe a structural thing, whereas to beat a team like Mona, you have to outscore them. But the problem lies is what's going to happen when they meet a team that is very much structured. That is what the problem is. And that is going to be interesting. And I believe that is going to be very, very interesting for the Mona players in playing against a team like that. It's going to be something new for them. And I do think that they might enjoy playing with something like that. If you look at it now, rewatch the Camperdown game. I think I rewatched it when? I want to rewatch it. I think last night. Because me leave was after me stream in and so me leave up on my yard. I so come there. I said no. I'm gonna rewatch a game, and both teams were leave extremely exposed defensively, and that's why so much goal score. They will leave extremely exposed. You must have shot me Mona. Mona kick shot from like crazy, and then punch the ball in the channels. 5 man run forward. Then they're attacking a basically 5-4-2, 5 lanes, 5 channel lane, 4 in the midfield, and then 2 defenders. The problem that I have with that is both fullbacks pump forward. What's going to happen when you have a team are playing with a 4-4-2, who have the 2 strikers them wide, close to the touchline, and the centre backs them have to be zoning the strikers them and also keeping compact. So it's interesting. Anytime Mona come out of the zone and start playing the better teams, it's going to be very, very interesting. Unknown 6 said catching play like Windsor Lion, more defensive. Alright, funny enough, catching play, they have a very good defensive unit. They play compact football. I should break down catching, because guess why? The only can break down catching is because they're short. Because they're short, you can basically put numbers in the box, get the ball in the danger area, and you'll get a goal. But the problem is this now. Catching have some good players who can retain possession of the ball. So they make it hard for you. So these things are very, very interesting to people. James Smith said most of our players them injured too. Wait till Zane fully fit. He better give away the cup and done. He better give away the cup and done. Yesterday if he just good in the cup and done, Giant. yeah. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you. Mona play very, very interesting football. Extreme. Let me tell you something. Our Mona play, it is extremely interesting to watch. And the power that they play with. The power that they play with, all them bump forward, they then push forward, and then create problems for other teams. They create problems for the defense. It's very what once Mona reaches the final third, it becomes chaotic for the other defenders. A lot of chaos. And guess what no? Because they can kick the ball so well, they will score. They will score. Just that they are just as though they're dangerous going forward. They are very, very exposed as well. Fortis for life said Mona versus KC final is a must. JC now play. Only say just right half JC. And just right half JC. Active ball said Tarrant now left the zone. He looks at Mona looks good going forward. Number 1 guy said run to a hot. For sure it a go hot. Ronaldinho said active boss tell them again. Fortis for life said just easy man. We need to beat Grant back to back. It's going to be very, very interesting. Donald said JC silent killer. Silent killer. JC can't be silent killer. Come on. come on. JC can't be silent killer. The JC can't be silent. Everyone knows what JC is doing. Everybody know exactly. Let me tell you what JC are trying to do this season. Them are try keep things under quiet and try keep things silent. You notice how them play against Cedar Grove, score four in their first half, then them pull off everybody. You think we don't know? JC, we know, favorite, we know what I do. We know what I do, we know exactly what I do. Some of them best players only play 2 matches so far. We know exactly what I do. Norman Wayne Turner said JC side not good. I can't make the same assumption. I can't make the same assumption. Terrible said JC is the favorite. Terrible, come on, something about that. Or you put JC as the favorite and catch it, and Casey won the trophy last season. The favorites, the first favorites is Casey. They are the first favorites. Then no, that's what everybody else say. I think you know the thing about why no people not talk about JC. Mona gonna steal the spotlight. Like Mona steal the spotlight. Rowan Buchanan said, Jericom International is the favorites. Just call it JCFC. I call it JCFC, and I also call it KCFC. KCFC, JCFC, CCFC, Calabar FC, Wales get the FC. No, I don't think Calabar get FC. George's FC. Definitely. Unknown 6 said JC a try, yes, but catching I go beat them. First time out, no, remember, you know. Remember the first match, you know. When even though the performance of catching Putin was very, very notable, extremely notable. When they brought on Saka and Lynch and these guys, you know, the game kind of swung in favor of JC, you know. They just couldn't find the back of the net. So we have to remember that. PS Football, big up. Really, really appreciate the super chat. Catching number 7 bad too. If you leave him with the ball, a problem. I agree. I 100% agree as well. But big up as well. Really, really appreciate the super chat. Never expected it. But may I tell you that I'm grateful. Very, very grateful for it. Number 1 guy said KCFC. I would rather call it KFC. Disrespect. Big up again, PS Football for the super chat. Really, really appreciate it, my brother. Active Boss said LOL. Number 1 guy said KC. Oh, just read that. Father Dan said JC won't lose the catching at home. And we have more persons hitting the subscribe button. Let me see how much you reach. Oh, wait, 48? Not bad. Gotcha. Canel. Gotcha Canel. Big up. Big up. Big up. Massive respect. Thank you very much for joining the military battalion. As I said, people, big up again, people. We reached 18,000 subscribers. We hit that target today, actually. And the target, we wanted to hit it 10 p.m. tonight, and we hit it from in the day. So big up, people. Massive, massive respect. All those that share the content, all those that support, big up, big up. A lot more to come. And you don't know that people want to turn on this channel. You can see football games, you can see football highlights. You can just strictly football. We don't know anything. After this ball, round 2, a home and away. You look at me, honestly feel like catching luck soon run out, you know. So, oh, come on, you're lucky. Come on. Oh, you name you're lucky and I can talk about luck I go run out. Oh, you name son and say luck I go run out. Active Boss, I think round 2 is over and away. I think so. What happened last time, I think what happened in January, was due to the close fixtures. I think, I'm not sure if because of the return of football, why I think I just one-legged player. And I'm not sure I get it out of the way. Dale 100 said no noise. Active Boss said LOL. Champion said KC cannot be favorites. Only 2 players from last season. It doesn't matter. You guys won the Manning Cup last season. You guys won the Manning Cup last season. You guys are title holders at present moment. So anyone should mention the word favorite. KC must be in it. Fortis for Life said catch inside can make it go final. One thing though, I do think catching need to score more goals. I strongly believe that catching need to score more goals. They have the potential to, but they're not doing it. They do have a very, very good defensive unit, but they need to score more goals. And the defensive unit, I think JC can attest to that. They have a very good defensive unit. O'Shane Henry said, catching of a solid team, to be honest, true. York said, me feel JC has score upon catching. I think that's his game. And people, if you check me Instagram, me put up one. Alright, so me I have some issues right now. Like on the big live stream. I like going people, I'm just have it turn on the hotspot. Me say me can turn on phone camera as well. So we are back now, people. We are back. I'm not sure if anyone is here. I'm not really sure if anyone still remain. Let me see if there's anyone in the chat same way. We are back. We are still back. So we're not gone nowhere, people. We're not gone nowhere. We're not gone nowhere. We're still there. We're still there. Even though my camera battery I did same way. Big up. So we got a super sticker from B Douglas. Big up B Douglas. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you very, very much for the super sticker. Really appreciate it, B Douglas. So we're here over our people that don't know. No one guys said I think you should support KC though since they have the white and purple at my school. So maybe I should call them KFC. Big up, you lucky said me live. Oh, big up, yeah, tell up, you lucky. Unfortunately, like gone to my yard yesterday, like go for me a yard yesterday. Now me not do home and like still a go for me. The light have an issue. Me and JPS have a problem. Me and JPS have a big, big problem. Luffy said going into the match with Georges. He asked them if we're going. Street Kid said still there. Oh, big up Street Kid. Tells you still there. Luffy said how you think about KC? Bad side. Still see things on me know say they can work on. But for sure, bad side. Unknown 6 said you them trying no injury killer for catching number 10. Bad man. Wicked man. Bashi. Active boss. Unknown which school you support? Michael Smart said catching versus Jago. Who will win? Catching for sure. I think catching is better than Jago. People, well, I mean, never know if people still remain. I never know if people still are here. Shaq Paul said, wow, Jonathan Grant can win the group. Yes, they can. They can. If Stats slip up, Grant can take it. Stats is leading Grant by 1 point. But if they slip up, they for sure can take it. Danger Talk said, look like Grant serious. Every team serious. No team now come and just lay down and take bashing and take beating. No team at all. None of the team them. Akin Green said Grant have a match in hand. Oh, okay. Yes. Alright, so let me jump on it and see people. They have a match in hand. Starts play 7 games. Very, very interesting people. Grant can do it, you know. Grant can do it actually. I know say this draw was reached Stats and probably also upset about it. Grant can definitely do it. Jano, that's going to be interesting. Down to the nitty-gritty of this group, it's going to be very, very interesting. So right now, Grant have the upper hand, as Akin Green said. Oh, lovely. If I'm going to the match with Casey and Georges, if it's a TV game, might not. If it's a TV game and all the games, other games that are playing, I have already covered those teams, I might go. I might go. So most people know that. You look at stats upset, of course. Akin said if Grant win the 3 match them having, Grant not go top the group. True. Big deal. Big deal. J. Eddie said, what do you think about Whisper? Bad baller. Wicked striker. Without a doubt. You don't have to question that. Without a doubt. Wicked striker. One of the best in our schoolboy football right now. He's definitely one of the best in schoolboy football right at this present moment. Andrew Blake said, enough people now talk about JC because we don't play no TV match yet. So we like it. We like it though. Oh, me so no man. Everybody, let me tell you what happening right now. What is happening is this. People are trying to move away. People are trying to move away from the big name schools being mentioned alone. People are trying to go to other schools, go talk about other schools as well. That's what people are trying to do. So JC, people are trying to tamper the expectation. Just tamper it down with JC. We don't know what JC have. JC are the only school right now. The only school right now who can start an 11 and have better players on the bench and also have better players in the stands. JC is the only school can do that. We have better players in the stands that watch a match, better players on the bench than that they start. And guess what? The start 11 still a go win. The start 11 still a go win. Omar Fowling said, Whisper is the best. Don't be scared to say so. Omar Fowling, if you had seen the amount of football that I have seen, I don't think you would say that. But if you believe so, I have no problem in you saying that. But Omar Fowling, you're speaking of what now? What have you seen? How much games have you seen, Omar Fowling? Tell me how much games have you seen? I would really love to know. Danger Talk said, Fox, Enagan said, love the program. It's the best. Big up Enagan. Really, they do have really good other programs out there as well. Casey, me think I go win the match. Shaq Paul said, Casey and George's always TV match though. Just Link Sports Match. Let we know. I think it's going to be a TV match. Without a doubt. That's going to be a TV match. Fortis for Life said, and we love thief other schools baller. Hey, people. This is a Casey man said. The man said name Fortis for Life. The man said, we love thief other school ballers. Him said, not me. Michael Smart said, JC has a very strong footballing culture. True, may I tell you. When we look at the JC squad, what are the day one time JC play catching? I'm looking on the bench, I see Lynch. I see Saka. I say, what is this? So, I look up in the stands. I think I see Blake in the stands. Blake was in the stands? No. No, Blake wasn't in the stands. But there's a few other players in the stands as well. Egnogat said, yo MG, I see balls, take it from me. Whisper a J.A. Messi. You know, they have a bad baller when you're Messi at McGrath, you know. Wicked, same way a little bit. Bad piece of baller. Jay said, who you think I win Manning Cup? For me, I think JC. I think JC. I honestly think JC. Not saying that they are the only choice or anything like that, but the quality that they have, it's not normal. It's the quality that... Listen, when we realize about schoolboy football, you need a strong bench to go to the last day in a schoolboy football. You need a strong bench to go to the last day, to the last match. You need a strong bench. And JC have a strong bench, they have a strong reserve, and they have a stronger starting 11. A strong starting 11, a strong bench, and a strong reserve. So, it's rough. Shamari Forrest said, Mona to win Manning Cup. Interesting. I think Mona do have depth. And what Mona has that other teams don't have is this. Mona have players that can play multiple positions. So they might not have. I shouldn't say they have depth. They might not have the depth in numbers, but they have the depth in regards to the players, the type of players that they have. So you can say, okay, so there's a right back on the bench, and the right midfielder or the left midfielder is injured. That right back he has so much quality and understanding of football, he can just slide into the left midfield position, or left striking position, or left wing position. That's just how they operate, and that's good. That's really, really good. Shaq Paul said, which teams are going to the next round this year? I don't know the format this year. Alright, so 3 teams, best 2 and best third place. 2 and best third place. Number one guy said, oh, JPS give you back your light. Yeah, then give it back. Rose go big up. Mona go beat JC in the semis. Interesting though, man. That's gonna be a big game. Big game. Danger talk said, who you think are the best midfielder? Yes, that is the thing. There's no one best. I can give you a list of 10 midfielders right now. And the first 5 me call our fight, none of you guys have ever heard of them. The first 5, because they don't play in Manning Cup and they don't get the highlight like other people. One of the best midfielder, and I think is the one who makes KC tick. Him make KC do everything what they can do. So all our strikers that score this World Cup goal, him make everything happen. KC number 18, Samuel Shakes. He's the one who makes everything happen. He make everything from the pinpoint of everything. But nobody really talk about him. Because nobody knows see the man them. People want to see who will score. And number one said, man like gone like United defense versus City. Done out here. You look said, can't forget when my friend tell me said JC go play Stats Cup down at Sainty, and by the tournament done, I says best baller that and JC bus. I come back. You look, you're too wicked. Yeah, man, look different. You know, that's the best baller come down and get the project. They gave him the project, you lucky. Johnny, man, wicked, man. Man, wicked and fret. Cian Sinclair said, Mona not going to win. Casey going to defend Manning Cup. Interesting. All right, Cian. So that may tell that Danger Talk. There's a variety of players that I can list out to you and give you guys names. So there's no one best player. There's none. There's no one best player. There are numbers of good quality. They have the best numbers. Or how can I put it now? You can select the best set of players per position that they play. So you can pick the best defenders, the best midfielders, the best central defensive midfielders, the best right backs, the best left wings, the best right wings, the best strikers. The Campador number 9, phenomenal. Really, really good player. He has everything. Hold up play. Play ball under pressure. He can score. He can head. He can quick kick. He can dribble. He's fast. He has all the necessary attributes. Nobody not talk about him. Them something what talk about. So there's not one specific the best. Waterfall striker, there's no other. In regards to danger instinct, ask any coach in a Manning Cup right now who watch Manning Cup. Ask them about the Waterford striker. Who watch the Waterford team play or play against the Waterford team. Ask them about the Waterford striker, the number 7 that play for Waterford. Ask them. Don't listen to what I am saying because people are going to say me biased. People are going to say me this and me that. Ask any coach, any fan, any players who play against Waterford about the number 7. Yes, he might not score like he didn't score against. I think he never scored against Georges. But ask the defenders what they think about him. Dangerous. Dangerous, man. Every first ball, I him a win it. Don't give him a chance. Norman Winter, so what you think about Dintil number 9? Good player. I do think that the 20, the number 9, good roller player and such. I do think that the 20 has a more of a killer instinct though. The 20 has a more of a killer instinct. I never because they score more goal, but I think the 20 have this natural knack to be in the right place at the right time. It's just natural. You can't train that. You can't teach that. You say you can train a man to kick your ball. You can't train a man to be at the right place at the right time. But number 9 is also a good player. I can say there's no specific midfielder talent. It's almost all of them. Omar Foley said, name another player who can best players and score so emphatically like Whisper. Catching number 10. Catching number 10. Waterford number 7. Metabus strikers. Brian Burkett. That's a George's number 10. Waterford number 7. Matty Ellis, that from Charlie Mount. Dunson Dintil number 20. Man is number 20. Man is number 10. Wells. Run through the brain. Glenmuir number 10. Effortley. Glenmuir number 9. So, Omar Fallin, me can name a list of players who has those qualities just the same. Omar Fallin, you're not watching enough games. You need to watch more than one team. You can't watch one team and say that he's the only one who's doing that. There are other players doing it as well. He's phenomenal. This young man is phenomenal. But there are all other players who are just as talented as he is. That's all I'm saying. Me not say nothing against that. I'm only saying that he's not the only player who's doing it. That's all I'm saying. Michael Smart said, Fortis for Life really said that about JC. Thief Baller said, no, don't get transfer. So, too bad, man thing. I work for us, but I work for no. And easy. And Luffy said, Samuel Shakes, good for KC. Now, man, said, didn't till 15 at General MG. You know, wicked man, I didn't till have one 13. Are they 13? Man, I mix up with the 13 or the 15. Didn't till number 8 a wicked baller. General. But you see, Shamar Martin in the midfield. Class. Kershaw plays. Big up Waterford and my school, Gaza. Queen Lawrence said, give me a top 5 for each. Jeez. I make it difficult, man. I make it difficult. Mark FF Oshia said, what about Waterford number 6? One of the best central in the Manning Cup right now. Waterford number 6, one of the best central in Manning Cup right now. Danger Talk said, True Jamaica not so advanced. Quinn Lawrence want to Brian from Georges. Me just mention him, man. Michael Smart said, how many best third place team got through? I'm not sure about one. Financial mistake crew. Yeah, don't need the body. Big up Engo Asibas. Cian Sinclair said, talk the truth. You don't think Camperdown should win that Mona game? Be honest. Alright, so Camperdown really put in a good game. I thought the game could have gone anyway. To who opened the game was, any one of those teams could have won it. It's no surprise that Mona is the one who won it. Reason being, I do believe that Mona is doing something that Camperdown is not, which is once Mona gets to the final, once they kick 30 yards out, they might kick you off a goal. And anything can happen this way. It can become very, very chaotic. Big up Rose Goal. My camera dead. My camera dead, people. Let me change the battery. Alright, so I'm just change the battery, people. I'm just change the battery. Oh, good. So we're good now. We're good. Let me jump back in the comments. Number one guy said top 2 and the best third place. Just imagine after this great campaign in my school have come third and miss out. Man's heart shattered. That's how you go, man. That's how you go to number 1. I'm going to talk to the players then. Akin said there's no specific midfielder talent, it's just almost all team. Michael Smart said Fortis for Life. Oh, I read that already. Timothy Rose Gold, big up Mona go beat JC in the semis. Alright, Mona, that I hear. You know, I see that, so I see it comment that quite a few times. But interesting to see. Mara Fisher said, me are the 7 are the best. Me hashtag 7 are the best. One Fishhead, big up Mari. Fishhead 7. Michael Smart said, I just read that. Let me see if I can go to the comments same way. Fortis St. Diego number 9 today. Oh, the youth they're from St. We never know which country come from. Bad baller. One more phone. So what is the age of those other players? So the number 7 from Waterford, I think he's 18 years old. The number 20 from Dintil is 16 years old. Burkett, I think, is about 18 years old. Burkett's about 18 years old. All of them in the same age bracket. Janelle Dixon, big up. Musa, Jonathan Grant, number 10. Musu, big up. Big up Janelle Dixon. You like said, me think Mona did fitter than C-Down. Them never really dip in intensity still. They never really dip in intensity. I think Mona kind of manage the game well. Camperdown could have managed the game a little bit better than that. Gunners boss, big up. Charlie, Arnett and Gunners forever. Big up. Mara said, as soon as Missy ID reach for Waterford, hi, yeah, go see talent man. As soon as my ID reach for Waterford, okay. Quite a few players. I don't know why some of the players ID takes a long for reach. Cohen Lawrence said, based on current form and results, in your opinion, who do you think is going to win it all? Still, as me can't listen. The depth that JC have and the quality that they have, it's hard to say JC won't take it for me. So a lot of the teams have just said, babe, they have got to shut me up. They have got to shut me up and say, boy, another team can't take it. K Sports TV said, just a tune in, one Cubans, big up K Sports. Shaq Paul said St. Catherine High is the only team to not concede a goal. Is their defense that strong? Yes, I think the defense is that strong. And also, I also believe that some strikers that they have faced against are not clinical. I.e., when they played against St. Mary College, striker get away, 1v1, boot it over a bar. That could have been a goal. But in the same sense, they do have a solid defensive unit. Forty Solar said Ghana him in with them. Very, very dangerous youth. Good finisher. Yes, Ghana. Guyana. I'm going to say Guyana. Strong player. Sian Sinclair said, how many schools have unbeaten in both competition? Just 2. I think 2. Unbeaten. And not draw none as well. Let me know if you about draw, include draw night. Marlon Ben said, oh, Garvey and Veer match go. Garvey defeated Veer. How much again? 3? How much? I don't remember. I know Garvey defeated Veer though. For sure. Garvey 2-0, yeah. 40 said they win 2-0. You like a lot of schools unbeaten so far. There's a lot of them. Number 1 guy said Credit Butler doing his best Man City impression by winning in the last minute. Yeah, if I tell you once, yeah, they run up on the field, I see. I tell you run up on the field. You look, but me just the first room, so it's expected. First round, so it's expected. Travis, big up. Travis Professor said, from technical all the way for D Cup this year. Interesting, Travis. Big up. Long time don't see. Hopefully you're doing good. Travis said, from 5 straight victories. I don't know the final score of today. If them win, that's 6 straight. They won today as well. Me not remember. We have got to check back again. People who have they win 5-1. They defeated Hopewell 5-1. Quinn Lawrence said, is there going to be a Super Cup this year? I think so. Yes, I believe there will be a Super Cup. Akin said, how Casey and Waterford match? I think that's next week. Travis said, that's next week. Anyways, people, we have been here for 1.5 hours now. Super Cup of Flow something. Oh. It says only the Champions Cup, Walker Cup. Champions Cup, Walker Cup, Manning Cup, Dakasa Cup. And Ben Francis in Dakasa Cup region. Maltos OG said Jonathan Grant to win the zone. Alright, so people, guess what now people? I think the time has come for me to close off. Funny enough, the stream go out. People still stick around. Really respect that everyone will really stick around same way. I tell them big respect. As you can see, people up top, we have hit the 18,000 subscriber margin. Let me see if I can put me on there. You can touch it. Yeah, people have hit the 18,000 subscribers. You can see me a sweat. So people, as I said, people reaching from the game. I'm not be there or nothing. So I just get myself ready, go to bed and have some rest or sort out the edits for the game. And you guys need to see the Jonathan Grant versus STATHS highlights. Epic, wicked. Wicked people, some last minute goals, everything involved. People, it hot. The match hot. So anyways, people, massive respect to everyone who tuned in. Let me take about 2 more comments before I go. May I take 2 more comments before I go? Ireland picked, they said, Manning Cup season round will have 16 teams divided in 4 groups. Top 2 teams from round 1 and 4 best third place. Okay, interesting. Top 2 teams, 4 best third place. Interesting. Round 3 is 8 teams, 2 groups. Top 2 teams from each group advance to play in the semi-finals. So you understand that now, people. Manning Cup, 16 teams divided into 4 groups. So there are 4 groups of 4. 4 groups of 4. The top 2 teams from all of those 4 groups automatically go through. They will select 4 best third place. That's based off points, I think. They must be pointing. But anyways, people, I'm going to jump off now. So hopefully you guys are doing good. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bless up. Take care of yourself, people. And look out for the highlights. And also look out for the interviews and interesting stuff. And I'll see you guys again. Enjoy the rest of your evening, people. Saturday evening. Go watch a scary movie. Pop some popcorn. Big up, people. We're out.